All right, I'm back. It's been a few days, and been a few days away, and the beer for today is Away Days Brits Abroad Red Ale, coming in at 5.8. You can see that on the side there, and they don't really give us much more than that. It just says dank, malty, and dependable on the side there. And this is a brewery out of Portland, Oregon. Let's crack this one open. And I think I've featured this one on the channel a while back, but let's see what it's got. All right. So, not too far off. Definitely nice malty presence. I'm drinking this removed from the fridge for a little while now. So it's just a little bit warmer. Nice and malty. Has a little bit of malt sweetness. It's kind of biscuity though, so it's not too juicy. It's actually kind of finishes somewhat dry, and then it does kind of, I don't know about dank, but it does have a little bit of hop presence, and they kind of come across like noble hops, where it's more spicy floral. Regardless, it's really drinkable and tastes pretty good. All right, so we're going to be using Matti Lindholm shaving supplies out of Sweden, and this one's Ecto cooler, and this is the one that Marion the Barbarian pitched to Matti to make this themed soap, themed after was it Ghostbusters and the whole Ecto cooler high C juice that came after that. So I've used this one on the channel before as well. It's a mentholated soap, and it's just a basic nice orange citrus scent. So that's what we're using today. Getting a shave in near bedtime yet again. I just got back from Portland, so kind of cleaning things up around the house, and now I figured I'd get a shave in since I didn't get one since Thursday. So it's been rough. Maybe even since Wednesday. I can't even remember. But we got it all lathered up right now in the beautiful Lancaster Razor Works bowl. And then the brush for today is my That Darn Rob. And this is the Bird's Eye Maple with, what is this, like an ivory or cream colored topper. And then the AP Shave Co. SynBad synthetic knot on top. Keeping it nice and easy today. The razor, if you're unfamiliar, this is a gem style razor. You can see the little G down there. And this one's called the Featherweight. So it has the kind of Bakelite handle. Some of the versions don't have this matching metal bottom accent piece on the bottom. But it's the same razor more or less, whether it has the accent piece or not. Really nice razor, really easy to use. You just kind of flip up the back there, and then once you load the blade, you just flip it back down. Super easy to load and unload. Old school vintage razor, but still works very well to this day. I have no idea how many shaves I got on that razor, but we're going to put it to use. And so long as it feels good, we're just going to run with it. I got at minimum 4 days growth. So this thing has its job cut out for it. I spent a lot less time for shaving from the middle of the week on this past week, because I have been gearing up to get a new baby puppy, and I've kind of been, after work, I've been buying a lot of things and researching, running around, and just trying to be prepared for when the puppy came. And I picked up the puppy on Thursday, and so I got a 8-week-old miniature Dachshund. So a wiener dog, if you're unfamiliar. Got a mini weenie. And I'm talking about the dog. But yeah, I got a wiener dog puppy in the house now. So that has been not stressful, but it's been a handful. It's been a handful. It's just me and the dog, and so I'm having to divert a lot of my free time and attention to this puppy, this baby. You know, more or less, it's a baby that needs a shit ton of attention. It's in a new house. It's no longer with mama dog. It's no longer with its kennel mates, and so just dealing with a bunch of uncertainty and new surroundings that the dog is, you know, just it's a big leap and an adjustment period, and so trying to gain the pup's trust and just do things right. It's been a while since I've had a puppy, and especially one so small and you know, fragile. So I'm kind of having to put a lot of time and effort into just making sure the pup is comfortable, and also kind of leaning into good pet habits from an early stage. It's gonna be a house dog, so I gotta kind of keep the house, you know, clean to the best of my ability. The puppy is obviously gonna have accidents, and there's gonna be a learning phase, but I have to do my best to teach the puppy good house manners. So that should be challenging, but once the dog, you know, is grown and it has good manners, it'll be pretty rewarding for me. I'll show it in a video pretty soon, maybe earlier in the day. Right now, like I said, it's close to bedtime. I already got the pup put down for bed, so she's lying in her little dog bed right now. She ain't asleep though. I've found I gotta keep her somewhat close to the point that she always knows where I'm at, you know. She's got to be able to smell me, got to be able to breathe, or not. She's got to be able to smell me and hear me, or just know that I'm close by, or else she, for being a little thing, only about 2 pounds at this point, she has some lungs on her, and she will use them relentlessly. If I put her in her playpen, which is in a spare bedroom, whole different bedroom, and I'm doing something like in the living room or the kitchen or in the bedroom, any other room than the same room as her, she will cry and cry and cry. And so that is going to be a challenge, you know, teaching her a little bit of independence. Teaching her that her playpen is a good, welcoming place to be. I look forward to that. I look forward to the finished product where, you know, she's not crying and she's not whining and she's comfortable in her little playpen. It's quite large. It's just shy of a twin size bed. So for her being quite literally the size of my hand, you know, she's got plenty of room to play around. All right, let's get into pass number 2 here. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more water to the mix. I know it's funny because I always feel like Matti's soap, it starts out airy and bubbly, and it's like the more water you add to it, the more creamy and smaller bubbles it seems to have. It's almost like it comes together in in reverse order of what your shaving brain might think. I mean, because look at that shit. Definitely has a lot of volume, or as we would call it, structure. Definitely has a lot of structure. It's not the most dense soap in the planet. It's probably medium-low density, but it definitely has. It definitely can generate a lot of volume, high structure, medium-low density. But real good stuff. It has all the slickness you'd ever need for a good shave, and it's easy to whip up. The ease of use is quite notable. You can whip up a lather with very minimal amount of product, and you will get enough for your 3-pass shave, or in my case, it's more like a hybrid 2-pass, where I do like 2 and a little bit of touch-ups. And that lather just seems to be creeping further up my face at this point, but we'll kind of smooth it down into a thin layer, and it should work just fine. I got a nice like just under medium chill factor on my skin right now, so that's quite enjoyable as well. Maybe not necessarily something you would aim for right before bed, but you know me, I'm a meth head. I'll sleep like a baby even with my cheeks frozen. That worked out pretty good. So, it's funny because I picked up the puppy on Thursday, and then I was off to Portland to hang out with Jack from the virtual groom room. And so I hung out with him Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then finished my trip today, being Monday. I finally came home. And so it's always a good time hanging out with Jack and his wife. And they always treat me very well, and they take me to some of Portland's finest spots to enjoy good meals and good beer. And I really appreciate that friendship that we have built together. All started from wet shaving. That's what's so cool about this community of ours. Is it might start as a common interest, as purely as a hobby. But once you get to know some of these fine community members, it often builds into much more than just a hobby. You build, strong relationships and friendships with one another, and meeting up in person, or if you're lucky enough to live by another community member to where you could see each other regularly and really grow that bond. It's just awesome. It's something that I really treasure about this community, is getting to actually meet one another face to face and kind of extend the friendship beyond the hobby. It's pretty badass. Alright, and so my sink is just absolutely filled with whiskers right now. The good old Gem Featherweight, nice vintage razor. I am left with a very close, if not, it's funny, right there where I have my swirl, that is BBS to the max. I don't feel anything. That feels great. My problem area that's kind of over here on the edge, no problem, feels great. This is squeaky clean, like Anthony Esposito would say. This is a BBS++. That's a fantastic shave there. That old blade, I don't even know how many shaves it has on it, but that old blade did me well. It was very smooth and comfortable. I just love those old Gem razors. I probably don't use them as much as I should, but every time I use them, they treat me right. They get me a nice shave. That is, it's always nice shaving down multiple days growth. You just get that, what feels like an ultra BBS, because your skin has had time to like fully heal. That's good shit right there. That was a very enjoyable shave. Glad to be back on the wet shaving horse here. The pup seems to be knackered. Seems to be sleeping without a problem, so that's good. This is the good old faithful Lancaster Razor Works Black Sheep Towel. Just a nice luxurious way to finish your shave. It's ultra plush and really wicks the remainder of the shaving soap and moisture right off the skin, but without feeling scratchy in any way at all. It's just very, very soft, very plush. One of those shave gear accessories that I say you don't really know that you need it until you try it, and you kind of don't want to shave without it. You know, it kind of comes in at the tail end of the shave, but just adds a little extra luxury that your regular hand towels just can't match. Alright, let's get a little bit of this aftershave lotion, or aftershave balm I should say. So here's the Matti Lindholm Shaving Supplies Toxic Waste. And so this is kind of this aftershave balm or lotion is inspired by Hega. The green Hega kind of has that green tint to it, and Matti calls it toxic waste, and just because of the greenish color that it has. And so this one here also kind of has a greenish tint to it, if my light will pick that up. The restrictor on this balm, it's not a super heavy balm, but the restrictor is small to the point where it kind of doesn't let the balm out easily. So what I'm going to do is just pop the restrictive piece out, and then now we just kind of have a open orifice there, and I will hopefully get some balm a little bit easier here onto the hand. Now you can kind of see it has that kind of greenish color. It's kind of a lightweight type balm. As you can see, you kind of see right through to the skin underneath. Lightweight balm, but really good stuff. Simple formula, just like his shave soap, but I find it leaves the skin feeling nice and supple. It's just simple ingredients, but real good quality, and it leaves the skin feeling great. This also kind of just has a simple orange citrus type scent. Get some on the cheeks as well. All right. Smelling nice and pleasant, like a natural orange with a little bit of freshly peeled orange peel as well. Very nice, enjoyable scent. All right, guys, that will do it for me. Glad to be back. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys on the next one, hopefully soon. And cheers. I appreciate you.